how to improve your sleep. Doesn't matter where you are, and there are simple hacks and tips how you can do this. So right now I'm in a hotel, and the night before, actually not before because I already slept in the hotel, but the night before traveling, I slept really really bad, but not bad, but just little, so I'm still exhausted. But last night was much better, and especially when traveling there is a lot of disturbances. Like right now, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I have the air conditioner here, which is necessary to have because this is the only heating I have here in the room, and it's very loud. So if you're not used to it, it can be very disturbing, but you can also see it as a white noise machine, maybe a very loud one, which actually can improve your sleep, especially if you live right in a very busy area. Like for example, I'm in downtown London, and behind my windows is quite crowded. And so yes, this is a few things that uh, you can do. So white noise machine, and God, I'm literally falling asleep here, so this is like the perfect topic. So I will assure you that I will sleep very well today. So this room is actually very nice in terms of how dark it is, because one of the things that you need for a good quality sleep is that your room is cool enough and not like cool vibe. This is nice too, but for your temperature, and that it's also dark. And I don't know, like, what do you have in the room where you sleep? For example, if you have maybe a clock, or maybe you have a TV and you have some LED from your TV and just burning your eyes and with this red LED, or whatever else. Maybe you have something else, maybe your windows are not completely shut, so there is different things that can disturb why it's not dark. Hello. And yes, so here for example, like you can see here is the curtains are quite dark in their shut, so when the lights are off it's very dark, and this helps tremendously on how well you sleep. If it's dark and it's silent, it's perfect. Silent, dark, and chill temperature. So hello everyone. Yes, I'm talking about simple tips and tricks how you can improve your quality sleep and how you can fall asleep better. So for example, how I say it is, you need dark room, you need chill room that it's very nice and crispy. It's proven fact that it helps with your sleep, and it should be dark and silent. If there is possibilities that it's very noisy outside, if you live in a very noisy area, something like a white noise machine is very helpful. As I told previously, my I have air condition in my room, and it's very loud, and if you're not used to white machine, it's quite disturbing. So okay, so someone is from Uzbekistan. Hello. One day I hope I visit Uzbekistan. It's very interesting and beautiful country. Hello, sister from Pakistan. Hello, also from Pakistan. I have a lot, and I've had a lot of clients and friends from Pakistan, so hello to you. Yes, I'm okay. I'm very good. So I'm just a little bit tired today because I've been traveling and I was tired before, but now it's good. Hello from Philippines. Hello. What color of your eyes? Well, my eyes is there was a lot of discussion. So my eyes are, was there like green gray? Many will say blue, but it's not blue, it's green gray. Wie geht's mir so? Hallo Chris. Mir geht's sehr gut. Ich bin etwas müde von der Reise, aber ansonsten geht's mir sehr gut. Wie geht's dir? No, I'm not Indian. Do I look Indian? That would be very interesting. Then no. I'm not German. I live in Germany, but I'm not German. I have a whole lot of mix. No, not German, but I live in Germany. Not French. I have a mix of everything, but not German, not French. Yes, I can speak German. I look like a young Angelina Jolie. Thank you very much. Someone actually told me these words. Yes, thank you. Hope you have wonderful lives. No, thank you very much. And yes, I speak German. Ich spreche Deutsch. I speak different languages. 4, I think, or 5. Du hast geheiratet oder gesündigt. Ich bin geheiratet, ja. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was du schreibst, Friedrich. Yes. But like, is there anything like, what do you want to know? Like, okay, that's it's really nice, but it's like, tell me about yourself. Like, where are you from? Like, Frederick, what are you doing? Like, and most important, like guys and girls, like, how's your fitness going? Like, did you work out today? Like, what do you do? Like what's your fitness goal? Like, tell me everything. Princess Elizabeth, the sister. Aha, okay. Ah, cool. Ja, also ich bin gerade auch in England. Welchen Job mache ich? Also ich vom Account her Mama Fitness Coaching, also ich coache Frauen meistens, Mütter, und helfe so mit Fitness einfach wieder zurück in die gesunde, glückliche Leben reinzusteigen. Ich schreibe verschiedene Sachen und ich bin Designer, all das Ding, also ich mache ziemlich viele Dinge. Was machst du? Ich weiß nicht, wie der Name so richtig so ausspricht. Javed or Javed? Manchester. Yeah, I've never been to Manchester yet. Maybe one day. So far, I got sucked in London. Like, I really like London. But all right. So about sleep, because I want to dedicate each life to some topic. You can of course ask me any questions, anything you like, but also tell me about yourself, tell me what your plans are. And yeah, sleep is quite essential, like, even if you, a lot of times people want to achieve their goals and they're looking for like magic pill and doing the best workouts, this and that, and like, what supplements should I take, what this and that, and the majority of people don't really do the basic properly. This is nutrition, sleep, hydration. And the thing is, if you sleep well, all your hormones will be on point. It will launch in the sky the progress that you want to achieve. And if you don't sleep well, nothing really will happen, or it will get even worse. So even the opposite, let's say, like, you eat really well, you're like super strict with everything, and you work out all the time, and you're like damn, why don't I get results? Like, take a look at your sleep. And also, like, only because you're for so many hours in your bed and you are like lying in bed and you think you're sleeping, how many of you have actually tracked and actually took a look, like with some very good trackers? Like, I, for example, use Whoop strap. Some people use Garmin, some people use Ura, some people use Garmin or whatever it is. But did you actually look like how much you sleep and how good is quality of your sleep? Because there is a difference. You can be like asleep, you kind of like in bed for 10 hours, but maybe your quality sleep is only 7 hours, or like the opposite. You think you get like 7-8 hours, but actually you get 6, and you're like, oh, why I'm so tired all the time. Ich gehe ins Fitnessstudio, bevor ich Gewichte hebe. Ich gehe aufs Laufband. Also, okay, ich gehe ins Fitnessstudio. Ja, sehr gut. Ja, sehr gut. Fitnessstudio ist immer gut. Also ich hoffe, also welches Ziel hast du? Also halt so Laufband, also bevor Gewichte heben ist, ja, kann gut sein, kann nicht so gut, je nachdem, also wie deine Ziele sind und was du danach machst, also wie du auf der Laufband machst, also auf jeden Fall so, ja, also ich bevorzuge immer vom Training einfach so, also nicht so Laufband oder so, halt so normale Cardio, also ich bevorzuge einfach so richtig gute Mobility zu machen und durch die Mobilitätsübungen mich aufzuwärmen, bevor ich dann weiter trainieren. If you boil banana makes you sleepy, drink banana water, right? Yeah, hello. Yeah, banana water. I've never heard about it. Like, what is this? Like, do you boil like fresh banana and then you drink the water and it makes you sleepy? That's interesting. I need to try it. That's really interesting. But that said, what like sometimes that's what happened like in my last couple of weeks. Like, if I get kind of anxiety, like there is so many things going on in your life and you have no idea, like you just you have this inner anxiety and it's just driving you crazy, and your mind is not it can't calm down, and I mean, you may be tired. So for example, how it was for me, I was tired. I could literally like go to bed and fall asleep, but my brain didn't let me, because it gave me like, okay, like to like scroll or do anything, like, because you have this kind of, I don't know, like inner jitters, I don't know, like it is like anxiety, because like, again, like so many things going on in your head. And so my schedule, like my circadian cycle, like when I would go to sleep, when I would need to go to sleep so that I feel my best, I don't do this, and I go really, really late in bed, and then you kind of get used to it, and it's really hard to adjust back, and so to adjust your sleep cycles, and so that you go to sleep to a reasonable hour. And it's, by the way, it doesn't matter, like, if you sleep 8 hours, let's say you sleep 8 hours and it's more than enough for you, you feel great, etc. But there's a difference if you go to bed, let's say 5 or 3 a.m. and then sleep 8 hours, or if you go at 10 p.m. and then sleep 8 hours. And as much I wanted to believe that it does make a difference, I literally saw on my data, on all my fitness trackers that I have, there is a difference on your biomarkers, like heart rate and heart rate variability, and also on your recovery, on the way you feel, on the way how your brain functions. There is a difference. So no matter how we want to trick our body, it's still we are just like any animal. We have this circadian cycle, and it's about like I don't remember exactly, but I think it was. So it's literally the cycles also going in correlation with the sun, and going before midnight is absolutely a must have. But what to do if you're already going late all the time? Like what to do, and you got to use it, and maybe it's like 10 p.m. and you're still not tired. So yeah, I will try this banana water trick again. I never heard it, but sounds interesting and it's very natural. And yeah, pomegranate, I think I heard about it too. But what I do is I actually take melatonin for like 1 to 3 days, like not for long, just to get my cycle back. And not every one is suitable, so you need to have this constant slow release melatonin, and not like just like simple melatonin, because if you take just a regular melatonin, what it does, you might get really really tired, but then if you maybe miss the point when you go to sleep, you're kind of awake again. And what I noticed with myself, and every client and everyone I know that took melatonin, they told their quality of sleep actually worsens, and some actually start having nightmares. So, and I noticed, yes, this is what happens if I take like the regular melatonin. If I take the slow release melatonin, I sleep really well. So it helps to shift your cycle, but it is not a like wonder magic pill, or how you can make it better, or how you can so that you every day take it. Like, no, this is not healthy. But it's definitely amazing tool for like short terms, like, or if you have jet lag, things like that. Like that's a very acute, and so that you can handle. And this is just like a simple one of the questions, one of the things. Okay, Java says, turmeric 2 spoon in milk and honey, good for back pain or sore throat. Yes, this is turmeric is amazing for its anti-inflammatory qualities. It's also even okay, there is like no like very backed up research in terms of that it helps or treats anything in terms of autoimmune diseases. But with autoimmune diseases, when even the inflammation in the body is high, it's also it's recommendable that it doesn't hurt like to use turmeric. And turmeric is amazing. It has amazing qualities. And warm milk and honey is, of course, it's yeah, it's nice. I used to do this in childhood a lot. Nowadays I don't really drink any milk, or barely eat any dairy, maybe except of cheese. Yeah, but this is amazing. And always when I had sore throat, that I would get this from my parents, and it would help. But basically anything warm helps with it too. So is especially with a child, if you get sick all the time, it's you kind of need to know what the things what helps, and all of the possible things that could help. That said, yes, green tea. There are actually some teas that are really really nice for its immune supportive qualities. One of them, I think it's rooibos tea, which is also, it's non-caffeinated, and it has more flavonoids. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure if I pronounce this correctly, but it's really really great. And that said, what also helps is sleep. For example, so if you sleep very very little and you feel chronically undersleeping, it's, well, it suppresses your immune system a lot, and your risk of getting absolutely different diseases, it just skyrockets. So you need really to pay attention to your sleep and the quality of your sleep. And there is such a thing. So like the more you undersleep, the more you need sleep to catch up, so to function. But you can help with naps, and even I think like 20-30 minutes nap helps already with your brain function. So for example, if you're very tired and you feel like your brain like doesn't function well, taking up like 20-30 minutes, you maybe still feel tired, but you will feel much better in with your like cognitive function and how you think, how you function. If you, let's say, if you have a workout ahead of you and to switch it to another day, not an option, maybe when you would be more rested and more energized, then taking up a little bit longer, about 40 minutes. When you have nap with last 40 minutes, then it helps not only your cognitive function but also it improves your physical parameters. There are actual studies about it, and I cited it in my book. It's called Fit and Fabulous, and it helps. And the thing is with naps and even sleep more, like these days when you sleep so much and you're like, oh my god, I sleep like too much, like I feel nauseous because I sleep too much. Well, there are no negative things with like sleeping too much. For example, how it calls, it's so it's called something like, like if you collect, so it's more, you get it more and more. So there was in studies, there is no negative effects. That's actually, it just helps you to function better. It doesn't mean that of course you need to sleep like all the time, because of course if you, I don't know, if you lie down all the time and sleep, that of course it would be, it would make you somewhat dizzy or whatever. So because you like, as these days when you're like really sick and you sleep all the time and then you just can't, but yeah, so don't do this. But what I'm saying is that it's okay to maybe nap more and to sleep more, like to get naps when you can, but it's much less okay if you undersleep. And even like people who say like, oh, I can sleep like 5 hours, 6 hours and it's okay for me. No, it's, our bodies have their preference and needs, and even if you think that you function well on, let's say, 5 hours, you just haven't tried. You just got used to undersleeping. And trust me, if you sleep at least 1 week with going to bed in a good hour, so it's aligned with your circadian cycle, with our human circadian cycle, then, and you get all the sleep you need at least 1 week, you will think, oh my god, this is how it feels. This is how it feels when you function well, when your brain functions well, when you like your cognitive function is up, your energy is up. It's crazy. And if you don't have this, then there are a few things. One of the things is the quality of your sleep maybe suffers. Okay, maybe it's just the amount of sleep. It could be, of course, underlying problems like stress, anxiety, depression, other things, hormonal things. And you need to address them all, but start with basics. Start with the very things, like take a look, okay, how is your day going? Like, do you get sunlight when you wake up? Do you get fresh air? Do you go out? What is your nutrition? how nutritious is it, or is it only fast food? Like um how much do you eat before going to sleep, and like when do you eat? When is your last meal? Maybe are you too hungry, or maybe are you too full, and there is a proven fact that you sleep too close to if you eat too close when going to bed, and a lot, so your sleep quality would be worse because your body is busy digesting your food, so your heart rate will be up, your sleep will be more light, so you're not as rested as you would want to. And it has nothing to do with gaining weight or anything. You can eat whenever you want, so like not this BS of not eating after 6 p.m. No, you can eat whatever whenever you like. It's not about this, we are talking about sleep here. So, okay, you've been to Cologne, Germany, or Berlin? Yes, of course, I've been to both of the cities and many others in Germany. I like steam room sauna. Yeah, steam room or like sauna is also amazing for like recovery. Uh, and one things, like for example, I personally don't tolerate it well because I don't know, like my body gets like too inflamed of it, so it's not too relaxing, or like if it's too hot. But one alternative is also to cool yourself down after it and drink a lot. So literally paying attention to your hydration. And by hydration, yes, hydration is extremely important. There are also kind of the baselines how much you need to drink, and it's usually most people also don't drink enough. They think they do, but it's not. And you can see it actually by seeing your urine and how it looks and which color it is. So if it's almost transparent, then you're okay, but if it's more like yellowish and darker, then you're dehydrated and you need to drink more. That said, make sure that you don't drink a lot right before going to sleep, because it might be get disturbed, so you might need to get up and go to bathroom, and that's interrupted sleep, and that's no good. Coconut water, yeah, coconut water is really nice. It has so many benefits. Also it has antioxidants. It's like the flavor is more like, so it's personal. I personally don't really like, but I use supplements with powdered form of coconut water, and it's really nice. So it's really helps with hydration, and so yes. Continue do this, you have really great tips too, so that's cool. Okay, so what is about coconut sugar? Like, what about sweets? Like, how much do you eat, and do you think does it influence your quality of sleep? Like, what do you think? I will tell what I think. It all depends on the how much you how much you eat sweets. Yes, of course. Like if you eat too much of anything, it won't be healthy. And I personally like when I eat any savory food, the last flavor in my mouth, I want something sweet. So the something little sweet, it's 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 really nice. Why not? And sleep. So if it's not very sugary or very fatty food, for example, like, of course you wouldn't eat like pure sugar, right? You would eat something sweet, I don't know, like cake, chocolate, or whatever things, and it also has a lot of fat in it. And if you eat this in a bigger amount before sleep, then of course your sleep quality will be disturbed and it wouldn't be as good as if you ate something more light or just in smaller amounts. So you make sure that you, well, let's say like 2-3 hours before sleep, you don't eat heavy meals, like light meals, something. It's really amazing. What's also really nice if you have especially weight loss goals or something like this is protein powder before sleep, because it's really nice. It supports body, it supports like muscle protein synthesis, which we need for like every process in our body. But make sure it's not like a shake, because if you will drink shake before going to sleep, then most probably you will need to get up and go to the restroom during the night, so it's not so good. So maybe, like, I don't know, like you can put less water, or you can maybe add to it something else, like I don't know, like cottage cheese or like low fat cottage cheese or things like this. So you can be creative, you can bake with it, you can, or like there's cool recipes with, I don't know, like banana, egg and protein powder, and then you mix and blend it and put in the microwave, and then you have this amazing it's like cake or like pudding, and oh my god, it's so delicious. And yeah, but it's amazing for you. So fast walking on treadmill, yes, this is also great. And actually taking a walk or just a little bit moving before going to sleep is great. But regarding working out, also if you work out too close before going to bed, uh, it depends on the person. But so for some people, it makes them like, okay, they worked out, then maybe they ate and then go to sleep, they're like exhausted and they want to sleep, and that's okay. For other people, their bodies need more time before go to sleep. And earlier I used to be that first person. Now I don't know why, but if I work out not even too close to bedtime, but just later in the day, I cannot really fall asleep. Like my body is still like stressing out about the stress from the workout. And it's like heart rate is more up. It's not like the like really bad cardio or something like that, but it's just the body is just overstimulated and it cannot go sleep. So it's more like tense and I don't know, like too tired, so, and it needs just more time to calm down. And things like winding down, so for example, what I like to do, especially if there are a lot of things going on in my head and I cannot to actually like close my eyes and say like, okay, sleep, even if I'm very tired. So what I do is also I read. Reading helps tremendously. And what I prefer also is I use my Kindle or Kindle, whatever you call it, this my so ebook reader, and I put it on in night mode. So I have the one with a backlight, and I absolutely recommend it that if you get one, then get the one with the backlight, because this means you can also read when it's dark and you don't make your eyes bad. And so I do this in night shift mode. It means the like almost like not black but almost black background and like lighter letters, and I make it in a very like quite low light, but so that I can see really well, and very warm temperature that it doesn't influence your sleep, because the fonts, even if you do it in the night shift mode and whatever, like I have Apple, and if it says yes, it does this how do you say, like you want like less blue light and more the the orange light. No, it's still not as good for you. But if you get like this reader like this, and don't make it completely dark, maybe have a one tiny little light in your room and just start reading. I know maybe it doesn't work for everyone, but for me it works, and for a lot of different people it works. So because when you start reading, you focus your mind and focus all your thoughts on the reading, and at least it's maybe not completely, but for the most part, and it helps to calm down your mind, it helps to switch off, and essentially it will help to fall asleep faster. But well, it's getting also late here. I actually need to go to bed myself too. And let's wrap up, because I want to make every life, maybe not every, but most of the lives that I go to, helpful. And to get a better sleep, a better quality of sleep, what you need? You need pay attention to your nutrition, but don't make it overcomplicated. Just try to eat balanced foods, that you have protein in every meal, that you don't eat heavy meals before sleep, and like 2-3 hours before bed, don't eat heavy meals. Don't drink a lot of fluids before, also like 2-3 hours before sleep. Like drink some, but like not too much, because you would want to get up during bedtime and interrupt your sleep. But still make sure that you get enough nutrition, you got hydration and fluids to you throughout the day, so that urine is almost transparent and not the yellow, so it's then you're dehydrated. And what else? Make your room more like chilly, like 18, like it's recommended, like 18-20 degrees Celsius. For me personally, it's too cold. I like it a little bit more, but it's still like maybe like 21-22, depending on the time of the year or whatever, right? And make sure your room is silent and very dark, like there is no light in it at all. And if it's too silent, I know, like for some people, if it's too silent, they still they cannot sleep well. Then use white noise machine, especially if you live in a busy area and you hear things behind your windows, or maybe you need to open windows or whatever. Maybe someone is snoring near you, or maybe you have, like me, a crazy husky that howls all the time. Use white noise machine, and this will help tremendously. And yeah, that's most of it. And if you need to shift your cycle, because it's important that you go to sleep before midnight and you get all the sleeps that you need, then you can use things like all the different things, even like drink something warm, like they like to calm yourself down, etc, etc. But you can also use slow released melatonin, and for just a couple of days, so that you get your cycle back, your circadian cycle set back. And yes, that's it. I hope it was helpful for you. Thank you for your compliments, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.